Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your monthly focus for November 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, truly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Guys, rock. Well, let's just turn right to the cards and see what they have to tell us. Although I will tell you that Venus moves into your house and Jupiter is still there for the month of November, so it should be a beautiful energy for you. Absolutely, full of growing abundance and things that give you passion and joy and happiness and brings out the love inside you. Our first card is the King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So long as we stay grounded, we will move forward. Okay, we don't want to overspend. We don't want to overthink. We don't want to use too much energy or too much time or too much finances towards certain projects. We want to keep it within the boundaries that we've set. But know, even if you don't see any successes right now, that there is success blooming. It's doing the work first. It's getting the reward later. Although with this card, financial success, with Venus and Jupiter being in your sign for the month of November, I would have to say there's a little bit of magic also included in finances coming your way or things that you need. Most definitely. We have the King of Michaels. Oh, we got all kings. So the kings are the planners. Now, Mercury is also retrograde for the entire, well, not the entire month. It is in Scorpio for the entire month, but we will experience a lot of the retrograde during the month of November as well. We don't want to be too quick to act. We want to think things through. So we want to be very much the king energy, the diplomat, the intuitive. And that's who the king is. The king is the planner, and then the doer, in the fact that he says, okay, go. Do what I've set you out to do, and come back when you're done so I can work on the next phase of my plan, and sends out more people. So it's not necessarily even you maybe having to do the work, just making sure that things are getting done that you need done in your life. So where you can delegate this month, it'll open up more areas for you to learn, to grow, to increase your knowledge. Kings are always growing their knowledge. They're talking to different trades to learn a little bit more so that they make the right step the first time. When a king dreams a dream, they don't wish, they don't hope, they don't fantasize. Well, they might fantasize a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're making the plan. They're making it so that they will be successful. They don't hope and dream, they expect. They expect the reality. King of Michael is wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. Communication will be a big part for everybody for November 2019. But I think the communication that happens through this retrograde, because it was kissed by Venus on the way into being, that it'll have a harmony, a wanting to get along, a wanting to come to a compromise, wanting to come to an understanding, rather than some of the other Mercury retrogrades that we experience that are very harsh indeed. So this is a time for honest and open communication, and wisdom and objectivity are important now. Okay, and that's the king's energy. So you should be able to tap into that energy quite readily. So that means you may, as king, think that this has now become invaluable in your life, and you need to move this into your life. So it might be, November might be a lot of closing of doors and a lot of opening of doors. So just go with the flow. You are a mutable sign, so you, more than some of the other signs, can go with the flow, can be in the moment, can aspire to great learning and travel and growth. And two kings leading the way here for your reading. I can't wait to see what the third one is. Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child. New friends or rekindled relationships, children in childhood. Embrace your inner child. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? You know what? You are going to look at your day-to-day routine and you're going to say, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. That is boring. I'm going to do this going forward. And maybe it's taking a country road to work rather than the highway to work. You're going to give yourself 10 minutes time because it's a lot more peaceful driving through the countryside on your way to work or coming home from work, right? Going home again. So it might be just little changes like that, but it's in order to increase your overall happiness on a regular basis. So it's growing your happiness. It could be romance. Yeah. Embrace your inner child. I mean, that is the three energy. That is what this year is all about, learning how to embrace that child. I think a Sag more than others can, if they want to, embrace their inner child a lot more readily than a lot of other signs, although it's not always the case. But with the two kings, you can embrace your child, your inner child. Because the problem with embracing your inner child is because we become childlike, right? So we get a lot more curious. Of course we do. We get a lot more vitality and energy. Of course we do. But we're also kind of like, oh, there's something shiny. Oh, there's something new. Oh, I want to do that now. If you watch a child through their day, I mean, think of a kindergarten class or something, or, in kinder. I saw kids say that. I think it was on Ellen or something. The kid, what grade are you in? He's saying, I'm in kinder. So kindergarten wasn't cool anymore, I guess. But they have all the different playstations. They have 15 minutes of art and 15 minutes of play and 15 minutes of reading a book and 15 minutes of quiet time and 15 minutes of whatever it is, because the mind moves very quickly from one thing to another. So with the double king energy, you'll be able to embrace that inner child but also stay focused and on track. Let's see what work and career brings you. Or it could be your service in the community. Absolutely. It could be the thing that defines you, who you are within your home, within your community. We have the High Priestess. You know what? I think one other sign got this for work and success, and I think it was a fire sign. Pretty sure it was Leo that got the High Priestess. Oh, what do you want? What do you want? Sit quietly and contemplate the magic that is already in you. I mean, you have three amazing cards. You have the stars lining up for you this month. And then the High Priestess comes out for work, for career, for success. This is where you can strive to be the best of the best. We have to utilize that king energy, though. I mean, just saying that the energy is around you is one thing. Utilizing that energy, that's up to you. The High Priestess, yeah, see the magic inside of you and see the magic around you. The High Priestess is here to bring the magic into your life. So how much magic do you want? Are you even asking for magic? Are you even trying to manifest magic in your life on a day-to-day basis? Raise that energy. Raise that focus, that thought pattern to who you want to be going forward. How you want your life to transform. In the most smallest of mundane ways to the largest, grandest escape you could ever imagine. romance, love, partnerships, relationships. We have the Two of Swords. So there's some decisions to be made when it comes to the people that are in our lives. We're making some decisions about whether or not we want them to go forward with us. Now, in saying that, I'm going to lay it down on the Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child. Let your hair down. Have some fun. Get out there. Socialize. Enjoy yourself within the world. Connect with others. I see this huge wave of emotion, and I see us sitting and turning inwards for the answers that we seek. And when we take that breath, when we take that moment, the light comes piercing through, and we get that aha moment, that epiphany, that revelation. So in meditations, perhaps if you're having conflicts with a friend, or you're moving in a certain direction and you're kind of thinking of who really fits and who doesn't, include that into your meditation. Ask an angel to come and give you guidance. You have the answers within. And for some of these decisions that you're making right now, it's going to take a lot of courage. Health and well-being, or spirituality, the Six of Cups. Who told you you couldn't? Because you can. A voice from the past still lingers in your mind, and you still take it as the truth. You're not good enough. You're not deserving enough. You should be seen and not heard. You're going to be the person mopping the floors when you get older. Who'd want to hire you? You have no talent for that. Well, yeah, you can try, but 1 in a million make it, and the rest live in poverty. Guess that's where you're going to be. You're not good enough, you're not glamorous enough, you're not charming enough, you're not tall enough, you're not short enough, you're not thin enough, you're not heavy enough, you're the wrong color. Who told you you couldn't? And you believe it still. This card is here to tell you that you can have anything that you want going forward in life. Will it take some elbow grease? More than likely. Will you have to roll up your sleeves and really get into her good? More than likely. Will you have fun and joy doing these things? Probably. But somebody told you that you wouldn't be successful. And so you doubt yourself. Somebody told you you didn't have a talent or an ability. And so you doubt yourself. Somebody told you you weren't worthy or deserving. But you are. And this is almost like there's us as our inner child. The child that was said, don't touch the flower, stand back. Don't get close. And there's your spirit guide. There's your angel. Nudging you closer to the flowers. Saying, they're all yours. You can embrace them. You can smell them. The fragrance. The beauty. And touch them and feel the silky leaves and petals. So through a meditation, you could very well also come across information on something somebody said to you a long time ago, and all of a sudden it pops into your head. It was so back in your subconscious you didn't even know it was there anymore. And just sit quietly and go back in time and say, when did I allow that in my life? Because you weren't born like that. And most people, if you backtrack, if you're having, like, even in bad relationships, and it's like, well, I used to be really independent, but now I feel like I have to have somebody do everything for me. When did that happen? When did I decide? And then why did I decide? And it gave me an understanding of something of what wasn't said, but implied enough times that it became truth. So nonchalantly. This is usually about going back in memories, but I don't see us as going back in memories as much as we're going back to heal ourselves, to take advantage of the beautiful energy that surrounds you. By writing a new tape. So I have the Well-Being cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. The Teachings of Abraham. We'll pull a card. When I appreciate, I feel so very good. So don't forget to be humble and grateful. When I appreciate, I feel so very good. Appreciation is the secret to life. Become a person who appreciates, and you will thrive. You will fulfill your reason for being. And that's just written on the back there. So, don't forget to be grateful for all that you have, to see the beauty around you, to see the magic around you, to see the beauty within, to see the magic within. To take that king energy and your inner child and blend them together this month to do the, make the impossible possible. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.